What is up, you juvenile weirdos? Happy Saturday. What a way to spend our Saturday together. This ought to be quite fun. We had a blast doing this. Gosh, I guess it was Thursday? Friday? When did we do this? Wednesday? I think it was Wednesday we did this last. And it was so much fun. And there were so many call submissions we didn't get to that we're going to do it again here. Who knows? There'll probably be more. On that note, if you did watch last time, you saw just how sloppy and unplanned everything was. It was just like, it was totally spur of the moment. I think I threw the whole thing together in less than a day. And we didn't, we have way more caller submissions now because you guys sent so many great ones. So this one is, I feel like we have a lot more ammo on this one. I feel like this is going to be a great stream. My only question is, will people answer on a Saturday? So I'm going to be relentlessly dialing a few people. Yeah, thanks to all of you who submitted your friends. If you do want me to prank your friend, if you haven't put in a submission yet, we have a Google form now where you can give us all kinds of juicy details that we can use as prank ammo here. So check the video description for that. And, be a questionable friend to your friend. Set them up here and we'll mess with them. We're going to dive right in. I will be trying to incorporate some joke suggestions from the chat to make it fun. Give it another level of interaction for you guys. So do your worst, and I'll do my best to work those in. Can't guarantee anything, of course, but it'll all depend on how the calls go. But today, most of these calls have been already organized in order of which I want to try them. And I've gone through all the details of these calls already. I might need a little bit of time in between the calls to reorient myself on some of the details. So between the calls, there might be a couple minutes here and there of me orienting myself. When you see prank calls on the internet, prank call videos, generally they're edited really heavily, cleaned up, and you don't get to see all the boring stuff in between. So you're going to see some boring stuff here in between, but the calls will be quite juicy, I can guarantee you, because these you guys just did such a good job giving these details. Are just I think this is going to be great. So thanks for that. And I will be using two characters today for the calls. Two of my favorite characters from the last stream we did. Mr. Gerald Pritchard, of course. He's kind of like the antagonist, southern backwoods kind of guy. His voice comes across very intimidating on the phone, so it's a good. I like that voice for pranks, and I'll be using that voice. I've named him Gerald. Don't ask why. It just seemed appropriate. No offense to all the Geralds out there. And then I'll be also using Mr. Carey, who is the soft-spoken, helpline customer service voice that I used a couple times last time. So those will be our two characters we'll be using today. Our first call is to... Let me pull up my details here. Our first call will be to a person named Seth. And they were set up by Brandon Aldrich. Not sure if Brandon is watching today, but thank you, Brandon, for amazing level of detail in this submission. Seth is in his early 20s and works as an e-bike tour guide. And a couple of weeks ago, he hosted a tour, an e-bike tour, to a group of old folks. And one older woman had never been on an e-bike before and revved it a little too hard and, according to this detail I have, went flying off the e-bike and was okay and was able to finish the tour, but they had to go very slowly after that because she was very shaken up and nervous because she had never ridden an e-bike before. So I'm going to be calling as this woman's, I can't remember her name, to be honest, or I don't have her name, to be honest, because the person who submitted this doesn't know. So I'm going to try to get around that a little bit. I'm going to be calling as this woman's husband, Gerald Pritchard, and I'm going to just push this guy and just try to get him to cover a bunch of medical bills or threaten to meet him at his house. So let's see what we get into. Should be a pretty good one.
Please leave.
Okay, calling again.
Hello?
Hi, is this Seth?
Yeah?
Hi, Seth. My name is Gerald Pritchard. I was given your information by your boss, Andrea Aldrich. I'm calling to resolve a matter involving an e-bike tour you gave a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
My wife, older lady, was in one of your e-bike tours a couple weeks back, and she had never been on one of these e-bikes before, and she had an accident, you might recall, sent her flying off the e-bike, and she got home. She seemed to be fine, was a little shaken up, but over the last couple weeks, she's been deteriorated, and we got some medical bills we're looking at. She's a little mixed up in the head. She's calling our hamster Cleopatra and whatnot, and just curious if you're recalling any of this and what you're prepared to do about it.
If I recall any of her calling your... I'm sorry? I'm so sorry this all happened. I'm just taking this in.
Well, you got... I'm looking at about $600 in medical bills here, and I'm going to come down to your place and get a check today.
I'm sorry?
You going to write me a check for this? Who's going to take care of these medical bills?
I'm so sorry, sir. Andrea Aldridge sent you to me?
Yeah, I mean, it was your tour. I need a check for $600 or I'm going to come down there and square off with you. Give you a dose of testosterone.
Okay. Sir, we can talk about this. There's nothing that we need to do like that. Could you explain to me what your wife did or what happened to her on the tour?
She was on this e-bike. She had never been on one before, and I guess she felt the need to keep up with the tour group. I don't know how many people were there, but I don't know, man. It seems like she was pushed along a little too hard. What kind of stuff do you do when you get someone on an e-bike that's never been on an e-bike before, especially an older woman? What did you? Were you egging her on?
No, not at all. Our tours are very mellow. They're very chill, and they're completely safe. And we would never push anyone to do anything they're uncomfortable with.
No racing? You weren't trying to race each other?
No, sir, not at all. Nothing like that. No. Were you on this tour with her?
No, I ain't never heard of an e-bike before. I thought it was something on the internet.
Okay, could you I've done a lot of tours in the past. Could you remind me what your wife's name was?
Sally?
Sally. Okay. Was she on this tour by herself? Were there other people involved?
No, it was a bunch of older folks. Uh,
Okay.
that's what's so surprising to me. I mean, what kind of e-bike tour sends a bunch of old people flying off their e-bikes? You ever been in a fight before?
Sir, we don't need to talk about fighting. We don't need to talk about fighting.
Well,
If
my
I've
wife got
wronged you
hurt.
in some way, I want to make it right, and I truly am sorry for anything that's going on, and I want to help out. Um, but we really don't need to talk about fighting or anything like that. So please, let's not talk like that.
You don't want to fight me? You never been in a fight before?
Is this a prank?
You
Are
don't
you
want to.
trying to prank me?
You don't want to square off?
Do you think that is an appropriate way to deal with this? Do you think that will help your wife out?
Might make me feel a little better. That's how we deal with things in the backwoods up here.
All right. Um, Tell me more about the details of the tour and what happened on the tour.
I wasn't at the tour. I don't ride a
Okay.
bike. I ride my
Okay.
my car around town. I don't ride a. Do I sound like I ride a bike to you, boy?
And what happened to your wife?
She went flying off an e-bike, and now she's calling our hamster Cleopatra.
Did you maybe rent the bikes and then they went on a tour? Did this happen? This happened a couple weeks back, you said?
That's right.
Okay, and they rented the bikes and then they went on a tour, and you called the office, Bay eBikes, and you let them know that this is what's going on, and then they gave you my number? Or did you just ask them for my number and then they gave you my number?
I might have pushed her a little bit, to be honest with you. I wanted to talk to the man himself. I wanted to hear the voice. And I got to be honest with you, boy. Now that I'm hearing your voice, I'm a little surprised. I expected you to put up a little bit more of a fight, but I'm still looking at about $600 in medical bills and a woman that can't remember the name of our hamster. And I'm wondering what you're going to do about that.
Okay, and where are you guys located?
We're in Florida.
You're in Florida? Okay.
Boy,
So where in Tampa Bay are
boy,
you guys?
these
How
details,
far are you guys from Tampa Bay?
the details are not important. I want to know if you ever been in a fight before. Yes or no question.
What does my personal life have to do with anything?
I'm guessing.
I
Sounds like
understand that you're upset.
you're being very professional. I don't like fighting professional people. I like fighting people that want to fight me back. I like it when they put up a little bit of a fight. I like a little bit of a struggle.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to try to fight you.
And whatnot.
Okay, all right. It seems you've got a little bit of a sense of humor. Yeah, no, sir, I'm not going to fight you at all. Nothing like that's going to happen.
Sense of humor.
You
You calling $600 in medical bills a sense of humor? I ain't prepared to pay $600 out of my pocket to pay for this. This is a total surprise. I was already upset when I found out about the cost of the e-bike tour itself.
Could you, how much was the e-bike tour? How much did your wife pay for it?
I can't recall. I don't have the receipt in front of me. It was definitely way too expensive. Wouldn't you know that information? You don't know what your own e-bike tour costs?
No, I do know. I wanted to make sure that she wasn't overcharged or anything like that, or went through some other service, because the e-bike tours only cost $70.
Sounds about right. Don't you think that's a little expensive for a bike tour? I can go get a bike from Walmart for $50, and she can ride that thing all around town.
Okay, that's besides the point. But so what are the medical bills covering? What exactly are the medical bills covering?
Let me see if I can find it here. Oh, she pulled something in her back. She's got some stuff we haven't figured out going on upstairs. Like I mentioned, she can't remember the name of her own hamster. I mean, don't you think that's a little odd, boy? You gonna write me a check for this $600, or am I gonna have to come down there and meet you? You gonna be where you are all day?
Well, I actually don't have a checkbook, so I cannot write you a check. But let's just could you send over the medical bills for me? Because you're calling me up on my personal phone. This feels a little bit inappropriate. I do want to help you out here and I want to work this out, but let's try to solve this in a way that both you and I can come out of it happy. How about that?
I don't think anything's gonna make me feel happy here. Do I sound?
Okay, yeah, not happy, sure, but both of us can have the best deal possible, okay? Let's help each other out here.
I want to march down there and give you a backwoods factory reset.
A backwoods factory reset. Okay.
All I know is that Brandon. All I know is that Brandon Aldrich told me that you might get a kick out of this. He thought you might get a kick out of this.
Aldridge. Okay, there you go. I knew this was a prank. Halfway through, I knew this was a prank, or this is just a crazy guy who I'll get the details from, and then I'll send it to the eBike.
My friend, you are way too professional. You've been set up for this is a prank call live stream with Julian Smith. I don't know if you know our this
is Julian Smith?
Yes,
are you
sir.
Fucking kidding me?
You got put up by your buddy Brandon Aldrich. You're on a live stream right now. I couldn't let you go any longer. I felt so bad for you. You were way nicer than I expected you to be.
Wait, you said that's actually me?
Yeah, it's actually Julian.
No way!
Hey man, good stuff.
You are way too zen, my friend. You are so calm and collected.
Well, I mean, my heart was racing, but I kept trying to breathe in. I don't know, I've dealt with a lot of people in my life, but thank you, man. I appreciate that. You gonna make any sketch comedy again? Do you still make sketch comedy?
Sometimes, on occasion. Not as frequent. I mean, I was, making them all the time back in the day. New stuff. Always laughing.
Good. Okay.
Take care of yourself. Good luck. Thanks for being a good sport.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Julian Smith. Hey, let me just tell you one last thing before you hang up.
All right.
When I was about 15 years old, I spent one evening, I was like kind of a completionist, and I said, hey, I'm going to watch all of Julian Smith's videos before I go to sleep. And I stayed up till like 4 a.m. and I watched had like 100 or 200 videos at the time. I don't remember.
Oh, my goodness.
I want to let you know. Thanks for making videos, man. Have a good one.
Thank you so much for the support and for being a good sport. Take care. Have a great weekend.
You too. Bye.
Wow, that guy was like at a completely neutral 5 the entire time, even at the end. Even when he found out it was a joke, he was just completely zen. What is that? What is that guy's secret? Unbelievable. All right, let's see what we got next. Okay, this one's good. I'm gonna need just a second to reorient myself. This person was, let me see here. I don't want to, let me pull this up. Okay, this person was submitted by Cameron Petite. Cameron Petite? Petite? I don't know how to pronounce that. I guess it's Petite. Funny spelling of petite. Not funny, but odd. Unusual. I've never seen that. Okay, I think it's Cameron. The person we're pranking is named Parker. Parker runs a door-to-door solar panel sales operation. It's his operation, I believe. And he's a young entrepreneur. And he has a small army of people that go door to door selling solar panels. And they use this, by the way, I got to say, Cameron, this if you're watching, this information you sent was very detailed and should give us a lot to go off of here. So thank you. So this person, Parker, uses this terminology when they're selling their solar panels called bill swap, which basically means that part of the sales pitch is that if you buy into this solar panel, if you buy into these solar panels with a installment plan, installment payment plan, it's basically a bill swap. It works out to essentially a bill swap for your typical energy bill, and kind of pays for itself over time. So I'm going to be calling as Mr. Gerald. I'm going to be very upset that that I've not actually, it's not actually been saving me money, and that I'm paying about double what I was paying before for my energy, and I'm just gonna see where it goes. This person is apparently I'm getting my names mixed up. Who submitted this person? Cameron says that Parker, his friend, is a very good salesman and has like responses for everything. So this one might be a bit of a challenge, but I'm gonna do my worst. We'll see what happens. Give me just a second to finish reading through these details, orienting myself here. Probably another 30 seconds till I call. Okay, here we go. I'm going to pretend that one of Parker's employees sold me on this system, so we have a barrier. All right, here we go. We're calling now.
Hello, this is Parker.
Hello?
Hey, this is Parker.
Hi, Parker. My name is Gerald Pritchard. A while back, a young man came to my front door selling talking about some solar panel technology, and I gotta confess, I was genuinely surprised by the information that was presented. I'm more of a, clean coal kind of guy myself. I'm a bit old-fashioned, maybe.
Fair enough.
But, it was an interesting presentation, and I was presented with information that suggested I would save money on my energy bill each month long term if I installed one of these systems. So my wife and I took the bait. We had a system installed just as described, but I gotta be honest, this is not saving me any money. In fact, it's my energy bill was much cheaper, and so I'm wondering what your little operation is prepared to do about these expenses that I'm paying, and maybe I gotta be honest, I need this system taken out of my house. I just want to go back to the coal, and I'm not sure what that looks like. What do you? Either we got to take this thing out, or I'm gonna need some kind of compensation, or we're gonna have to figure something else out.
What is your address?
Well, my address is not of relevance at the time. I'm wondering more philosophically about the energy consumption and why I was sold on the cost of this thing being cheaper than old-fashioned coal. Old-fashioned coal just works. It's predictable. I mean, this solar technology is a little volatile, if you ask me.
The reason I'm asking is because I'm one of the 3 partners of the company, so I was wanting to know which house it was so I could give you a corrective action and see what's actually going on with your house.
I'm a little nervous to give you my address at this moment, boy, because I'm a little fired up about this, and I don't know what's going to happen on this call. I'd rather have a discussion and figure out what you're prepared to do about it first, and then if we come to some kind of agreement, then we can talk about where I'm at. I'm more interested in where you're at.
I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. Typically, the solar systems we install will generate as much as you're using, if not more. But I can look up everything on your house and see exactly what it's producing, but I can only do that if I know what address it is.
How are you guys selling people on solar technology if you don't actually know it's going to be cheaper than old-fashioned coal? Old-fashioned coal's hard to argue with. It's been around a long time, like me. You sound like a young feller. Sounds like you're talking a big game.
So, I don't really know what this call is about, I guess. I would just like to see, I guess, what exactly you're talking about so I can actually address it. But if you don't give me the address that we installed at, I don't know what to do to help you.
You know, I can physically touch some coal. You can pick up coal and feel it in your hand, feel what it's going to do. You can't feel this solar technology. There's nothing tangible. I'm just wondering what kind of wizardry is going on behind the scenes with this stuff. What's in these panels? Is it toxic? Is it poisoning me and my cats?
So I guess, like, what could I help you with? Because, I mean, if I don't know what's going on, I can't necessarily make anything right for you, but I want to.
I'm telling you what's going on. It's not cheaper. It's not as described. How can you tell me it's going to save me money? It doesn't sound like it was you at my front door. It sounds like it was one of your other fellers you got working for you. Well, I'm wondering
So I could check your production and make sure it's actually producing on our app and see what is going on if it isn't producing. Because like I said, I mean, I'd like to make it right if it isn't. I certainly will, but I don't know what to do if I don't have an address. So, I mean, do you live in, like, Northwest Arkansas area, or where do you live at?
Yeah, you could say that. I'd feel comfortable saying that. It's a wide enough area. I'm still not at the point where I'm prepared to give you my address, because I've got to be honest, I've disconnected this solar thing best I know how. I'm scared of blowing something up. I ain't done too much, but I already got, in the meantime, I got my house running on generators. I don't like this stuff.
I'm sorry, this sounds a little bit like like a joke of a call. I don't know if this can't be serious if I don't have an
A joke?
here.
You talking about? I want to show you a joke. I want to meet up with you, see you face to face. Where you at, boy?
Sure. I'm in Fayetteville.
Fayetteville. You ever been in a standoff?
When were you sold the solar system?
4 months back.
4 months back.
I'm a little PO'd about this whole thing. I'm wondering if you ever been punched in the face.
When was it installed?
When were you last punched in the face, boy?
Never. I don't have a single customer in my entire data here with your phone number, so I don't know what you're talking about. I have a feeling you're just calling me talking nonsense right now, and you don't actually have a solar system installed by me.
Is this how you gonna run your business? You don't think some customers are disgruntled enough and smart enough to know to mask their number? Do I sound like I'm from New York City, boy?
So I guess what I'm asking you is, what's your address so I can look it up and actually tell you what's going on. And if it is not producing, we'll make sure it's producing. We'll make a corrective action, put another panel up or whatever we need to do. But if you don't give me your address, I can't see what your production is. And the fact that you're not giving me your address tells me that you're calling about for some other reason other than the fact that you were installed and not getting it to produce.
I can't believe you call yourself a businessman. I've run several businesses in my lifetime, and this is not good business, boy. I'm being frank with you now.
Oh.
You're making me upset. I spent a lot of money on these things.
How much did you spend?
Thousands of dollars got an installment agreement. I can't tell you the exact amount. I'm going to be paying for it for some time unless you're prepared to do something about it.
What do you want me to do about it?
I'm telling you, I want to meet up today, find out where you are, and I want to have a little standoff. Old-fashioned way.
When do you want to meet? Sure.
I want to see you face to face. You ever looked square in the eye of a man who's going to take you down? You ever been in a situation like that?
Why are you calling me talking all crazy like this, dude? What's going on with you?
All I know is Parker Dixon had some piece of advice about calling you, and Parker Dixon, if you think I'm upset, you should hear Parker Dixon's side of the story.
You said what?
Parker Dixon, yourself. I'm calling Parker Dixon because Cameron Petit thought it would be hilarious.
I was like, what in the world is going on here?
You're on a prank call live stream with Julian Smith. Your buddy put you up to this.
Oh man, that is hilarious, dude. I was like, I know this is bullshit.
You asked some good questions. You got me a couple times. I was like, I didn't know what to do when you asked my address, admittedly. I figured it might come to that.
Are you with Cameron right now?
No, I don't know your buddy. I'm just a YouTuber, and he set you up for this. We're live streaming right now. You're on a live stream.
No way.
Yeah, there's a couple hundred people watching this.
That is funny, man. That is funny.
Well,
good stuff.
Good luck selling your solar panels, and I hope you don't kill your buddy over this.
I appreciate you, brother. Take care.
Take care. Okay. Now we're going to bring out Mr. Carey Ingalls, for this next call. He's our customer service representative. A little more polite, a little more weird. Give me a second to pull up this information. This one will be interesting. Okay, this one's probably going to be a shorter one, is my guess. There's not a lot of information supplied in this submission, but it seemed a little juicy, so I'm going to go for it. This one was submitted by Cameron Ashton, and we're going to be calling their friend Aaron. Aaron has tickets to a concert that they're really excited about, apparently. And I'm going to be calling on behalf of Ticketmaster, which seems risky. Again, I don't have much information to go off of here, but it's the safest thing I know to say is that I'm calling from Ticketmaster, because a lot of these smaller ticket services go through Ticketmaster. It might be a dead end, but I have to say I'm calling from somewhere, so I'm going to say Ticketmaster. They have a lot of affiliates and stuff, so it seems at least relatively safe. I'm going to be saying that Aaron's tickets have been revoked because he has not been vaccinated. And I'm just going to make it as weird as we can. All right, here we go.
Please leave your message for
Calling back. Sounds like he screened this call. Sounds like he's there right now waiting for us. Gonna give it 5 seconds. Actually, real quick, let me do some detective work, because again, this submission did not contain any dates, so I want to make sure I've got that. Bear with me for just a second, chat. I know it's in September. It's a 21 Pilots concert. I don't know anything about who this band is, unfortunately. I think I've heard the name. Okay, it looks like it's on September 20th. According to Ticketmaster. This does, I think Ticketmaster is probably the safest thing. Now, let's see here. Okay, yeah. September 20th. That seems safe. Here we go. I'm going to call again.
Hello, this is Aaron?
Hello, Aaron.
Yeah.
This is Mr. Kerry Ingalls calling on behalf of Ticketmaster regarding the 21 Pilots show in Salt Lake City, September 20th.
Yeah.
I'm calling to inform you that unfortunately we are not able to fulfill your tickets. Your tickets are in risk of being revoked due to your current vaccination status.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we have to revoke these tickets due to the requirement of the venue that all participants be vaccinated, and you do not appear to be vaccinated. We don't have record of it, and so we have to revoke your tickets, I'm sad to say.
Well, I haven't seen anything from Ticketmaster over email.
That is what this call is regarding, sir. Do you have vaccination proof you can provide?
No, the last time I went, it was just provided at the door, so I think that's what the instructions said this time, too.
Unfortunately,
I'll just
due
do
to
it
the
then.
recent outbreak, we are having to screen all participants prior. It has become a very risky issue for the concert venues to have potentially unvaccinated individuals in the audience. And so, at this time, I'm sad to say we have to revoke your tickets, sir, due to the demand and needing to provide a space for those who have safely taken precautions on behalf of everyone else.
This feels like a very intricate scam. I don't even know how it works, but this is impressive. How did you know that I have a 21 Pilots ticket?
I'm sorry, scam, you said?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure what to tell you. You purchased tickets. We have, of course, all records of all tickets sold through Ticketmaster, and I'm calling to inform you that yours will not be valid due to your current vaccination status. It sounds like you think you are vaccinated.
Totally vaccinated. I'll follow the instructions that are online. Thanks for the call.
You could, we will have... Oh, he hung up. I thought that one would be short. Monkeypox vaccine. I'm going to call him back. I thought that one would be a short one. Let's try again.
Please leave your message for...
Calling him back. We're going to keep calling until he answers.
Hi, the person you've reached is using a screening service from...
Oh, I think they blocked the number. Let's try one more time.
Hi, the person...
Ah, they blocked the number. All right, well, Cameron, we tried. Thanks for the submission. Guys, this is why it's important to provide a bunch of information. This was by far the least information I had in an email this time, or in the Google form. So the other ones are a lot more thorough. But yeah, that's why it's important. If you're in the Google form submitting your friend for a prank, give as much information as you can. It really does help. Give me a second here to prep this next call. Okay. All right, this person, we're going to be calling a woman named Sunny. Sunny was put up by her husband, Nathan Kelly. Nathan Kelly sent a few different things we could use to prank his wife. And I've chosen to go with this one. They are currently renting a stump grinder to uproot some tree stumps in their yard. Those machines are very loud. And so I'm going to be calling as a disgruntled neighbor. It's going to be Mr. Gerald again. And he's going to be really upset by the noise, disturbing the peace, and also maybe the environmental impacts of uprooting very mature trees. So there's going to be a number of concerns. We're going to try to keep her on the phone as long as we can. Also, I just want to note that my pranking style is a little bit different than other pranking styles. Most prank calls are really, really short, like 3 minutes, 4 minutes. because people try to just get the person to escalate and get them really upset really quickly. I like to try to drag it out as long as I can by kind of having an arc, messing with the dynamics of the call. So I'll try to get them really heated, and then I'll try to pull them back down, and then I'll try to, just see how long I can mess with them. That's my preferred pranking style. Makes for longer pranks, and it tends to yield the highest level of confusion. So let's see how long we can carry this one on. Also, Nathan says that he and his wife are both fans, so this one should be really fun. The only thing I'm unclear about from the information that Nathan sent, and I tried to follow up with Nathan to get this information, but I haven't received a response yet. He said that he's got this stump grinder right now, and but he did not say if he's already started using it. So this could be a dead end. If he said he only has it for a few days, so I'm assuming he's already started using it, but I don't know with 100% certainty that they've indeed been grinding stumps. So again, we'll see what happens.
Oh,
Hi, is this Sonny?
yeah, this is Sunny.
Hi, Sonny. This is your neighbor, Mr. Gerald Pritchard. I don't believe we've met, but I found your number on the internet, and I'm calling because I'm really disturbed by the noise coming from your yard. Sounds like you guys got some kind of stump grinder going on over there.
Oh, yeah.
It's really loud. The whole neighborhood is... I'm not sure if you've gotten any other calls besides mine, but the whole neighborhood is really being disturbed by that stump grinder. When are you guys going to be finished?
Today, we're only doing it for one day.
One day? All day today, you're telling me?
I don't know how long today it'll be, but it's just today.
Is your husband Nathan doing that work?
Yeah.
I wonder if he's even qualified or licensed to use that machine. A machine like that is a powerful machine. Is he licensed?
I don't know.
You don't know? You're telling me you're potentially running an unlicensed machine over there?
I don't know. I'm not handling it.
Maybe I'm going to have to come over there and give your husband a piece of my mind. Maybe a piece of my fist.
What's your name again?
Gerald Pritchard?
Gerald Pritchard?
Pritchard.
Pritchard? P-R-I-T-C-H-A-R-D?
Just like it sounds. P-R-I-C-H-A-R-D. Why you want to take those tree stumps up anyways? Aren't there environmental concerns? Those are some mature trees you're digging up over there. Don't you think it's bad for the environment?
Okay, and then what unit are you in?
I'm sensing some... Now, look, man, I won't be very clear. I'm sensing you're going to file some kind of complaint or something. I'm going to be real with you. I'm not looking to be nasty. I'm just looking to be reasonable and try to sort this out, like two civil adults, if possible.
Okay, where do you live again?
As I just said, I'm not comfortable telling you that. Maybe you show up at my house.
Didn't you say you were going to show up at mine? I just wanted to see how close you are to my house.
Why don't you think those trees could just stay there? Don't you think it's better for the environment? I mean, you guys are turning it into a regular Amazon, uprooting the Amazon for the Amazon.
Okay. Well, if you have a concern, you can send it to the HOA if it bothers you that much. I don't really know what to tell you.
Well, listen, I speak for the trees. I'm not looking to be nasty. Don't hang up on me now. I'll just call back. I mean, listen, I want to find a civil resolution to this. I've been in the neighborhood a long time. I'm an invested civilian here. I'm looking to be civil. We don't need to get nasty. I'm looking to resolve this, and if we can't resolve it civilly, I'm fine getting nasty, but I prefer not to.
Okay.
Has your husband ever been in a fight?
Okay, I don't know how you got my number, and I don't know if you really are my neighbor. So, anyway, you could just file it with the HOA if you really have a concern.
I'm concerned about the tree stumps coming out of that yard. The noise, it's disturbing the peace. I'm not sure how I'm going to get my nap in today if that noise is going all day. I'm an older feller. I need my naps. And how am I supposed to get my naps today if I'm dealing with this tree stump noise all the time?
Okay. Well, I already gave you my answer. If you have any more questions, you can ask the HOA. And, yeah. I hope you have a good day. I don't really know who you are, but hope your day goes well.
Hey, don't hang up on me. Listen, I'm a civil man. I've got a wife. I got a wife, kids, and grandkids. You got grandkids?
I don't know you, sir, so I'm not going to give you information.
That's fair. That's respectable. Respectable answer. I can appreciate that. Now listen, all I'm after is something very simple. We don't need to contact the authorities. And seeing as your husband ain't even licensed to run that machine, I think it's in your best interest that I don't contact the authorities. Wouldn't you say so?
I mean, if you feel like you need to, you can do that.
Maybe I just might.
Okay.
Or maybe I'll come over right now and see what your husband has to say about this.
Okay, I'll let him know. What's your name again? Gerald Pritchard?
Pritchard. With a D.
Pritchard, I'm so sorry. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'll let him know. Thank you, though.
Hey, Sonny, I got one more question for you.
Uh-huh.
Would you say Nathan is a prankster?
Yeah.
What would you say if I told you you were being pranked on TV right now?
I'm on TV.
This is a prank. This is a prank call live stream with Julian Smith. We've been messing with you.
This is Julian Smith?
Indeed.
Oh my gosh, I'm such a fan of you.
Your husband put you up to this.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
I couldn't not.
That's so cool.
I couldn't not call. This one seemed fun. There was some funny information in there. I'm sure you're. I don't think there's actually a license required for a stump grinder. I think you're probably fine.
Okay, I didn't think so, but I was like, I don't want to say that, you needed one because you could rent one out.
Totally.
That's so cool. I'm such a fan. I watch all your videos. I think you're the coolest person ever. I hope you make more.
You're sweet. Thanks for the support.
Awesome.
And thanks to your husband for being a good good prankster. Thanks to you for being a good sport.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Take care. Good luck with the tree grinder. She was on the verge of hanging up the entire damn time. I can't believe we got that the last 7 minutes. For those who are just joining, if you want me to if you want to put your friend up for a prank, the link is in the video description. There's a Google form. It's very simple. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes to fill out. The more detailed you can be, the more likely it will be chosen for a prank. As some of you just saw, I attempted to turn a prank from a very short submission, and it lasted 2 minutes. I don't know these people. I don't. They're your friends, so it's there's very little information I can find on them unless you give it to me. So be as thorough as possible, and if possible, give some different options of things we could use as prank ammo. We're gonna keep doing this for probably another 30 minutes or so. Let me find the next one. Okay, I think I've actually got 2 really good ones here that I want to get to for sure. Actually, there's 3. Let me see here. Let me do some time zone research on these next 2 callers, because I think one of these is on the East Coast, and I don't want it to get too late into the Saturday. People get busy late in Saturday, so I might call. Yeah, I think this one is East Coast. Stand by. Does does Gerald Pritchard get old? I want to know from the chat. It's just like there's few things more intimidating than an old angry Southern guy on the phone, in my opinion. It's because it just screams chaos. So I want to know, is the chat getting tired of Gerald? Because I think it's one of the best voices to call with. I'll be looking for some responses here in a second. Okay. This one will be interesting. This one was submitted by Alex Bennett. Alex Bennett and his brother Austin, along with their father, run a Poundcake business. They only make Poundcake. And it's like a little Poundcake shop, Poundcake bakery shop. And I'm going to be calling as a disgruntled, I'm going to be calling as a disgruntled customer. I still haven't looked at the chat to see the response to my question about is Gerald getting old yet, but I'm planning on calling as Gerald, a disgruntled customer who bought a bunch of Poundcake for some colleagues as gifts, and that the Poundcake has made Gerald and his whole family and all of his friends very sick, and they've all got food poisoning from this Poundcake. It must have been a bad batch of Poundcake, and we're just gonna press him the way Gerald tends to do. See how he responds. And now I'm looking to see if Gerald gets old. Let's see. Okay, you guys like Gerald. Good. I'm glad I'm not alone in that. I like Gerald too. Also, being a Southern boy, the Southern accent is something I'm fluent with, so it's easy. And it's very convincing. It's easy for it to be convincing. You know, and if I were like a British guy calling in, no offense to the Brits, but you're too polite. Like it wouldn't make sense if I was an angry British guy. It wouldn't be believable. So yeah, I think that, there's a lot of angry Southern people. I guess that's why Gerald is convincing. A lot of disgruntled Southern people. Okay. Let's see here. I see that, Godfather. I can do some accents, but again, I'm going for believable here because we're trying to keep the people on the calls as long as possible. We want to see how long we can keep these people going. Angry Cockney accent would work. That's a good point. But not as intimidating. Like Gerald Pritchard showing up at your house, you would, like, that's intimidating. The Cockney accent isn't intimidating. Like a big brawny Southern guy. No disrespect to the Brits. It's actually a compliment. An angry Scotsman. That would be unbelievable. Not in a hilarious sense. It would be hilariously unbelievable too, but it wouldn't be convincing. It would be out of left field. We could call someone in Scotland. We'd have to do this at like midnight or middle of the night. All right, let's see here. We're going to call this person before it gets too late over there. Yeah, I've seen you guys requesting some characters as pranks, like some of my video characters. But again, they're not convincing. They wouldn't be convincing. People would hang up right away. You got to walk a line of believability in a prank. Otherwise, people just hang up. It's got to be just believable, and it's got to remain on the edge of believable and unbelievable. You got to keep stringing them along. You got to make them think they believe it, and then just drop something that seems weird, and then make them believe it again. That's the trick. Okay. Here we go. Calling Austin.
Hello?
Hello, is this the Poundcake man?
This is his son, yes.
What's your name?
I'm Austin.
Austin. I think I remember you. My name's Gerald Pritchard. I was in there last week. It may have been a week and a half. I bought a large order of Poundcake for my family and me and some colleagues as gifts. And regret to inform you, that Poundcake made my whole family rotten sick. And now my colleagues are getting sick. And it's turned into a real mess. I thought you should know about that. You heard any other issues from other customers about this?
No, I haven't heard anything from anyone about this. What did you say your name was?
Gerald Pritchard. We bought about 30 Poundcakes.
For, you said, like, when was this? Like, last week you said?
Maybe a week and a half back. Can't remember the exact date. All I know was I lost track of the sense of time because I'm taking care of my family and everybody's puking their guts and diarrhea and all over the place, and it's can't keep water down, and man, some of these people are going to the hospital, and I'm wondering what you're prepared to do about that. Can't return the Poundcake, it's already gone.
Let me get you on the phone with Jeff real quick, because we've never had an issue like this before.
No, I don't want you to I don't want you to transfer me. I don't know who Jeff is. I know Austin because
he's the owner of the business.
Well, I'm not calling. I was told to call this number.
Where did you get this number? This is my personal cell phone. This is not the store's number.
I was dealing with you. I can't remember exactly how I got it. I got a business card with handwriting on it saying to call this number if there were any issues. And now I'm diarrheaing it all over the place.
Sure. Can I just put you on hold for 1 second so I can talk to Jeff about this?
No, I don't want you to put me. If you put me on hold, I'm going to hang up and find some other way to deal with this. I want to know what you guys do if someone gets sick from your Poundcake. I got a pound of diarrhea.
Look, I'm sorry. I don't know. We haven't heard any issues from anyone else. I'm not sure what to tell you. This is a new problem for us.
You ever had a pounding?
Sorry?
You ever had a good pounding? Old-fashioned style?
Are you threatening me?
You ever been in a fight?
I'm sorry.
What do you
what's going on here?
This man ordered 30 Poundcakes a week and a half ago. Says his whole family is sick and going to the hospital.
30 Poundcakes?
Is this Austin?
This is Austin and Jeff.
Which one of you is the pancake man?
Yeah, I'm Jeff. I'm the owner.
Well, I was told to deal with Austin. I was dealing with Austin. I got a business card with his number on it. I don't know who Jeff is.
Jeff, I'm the owner. What's the problem?
Either you fellers ever been in a fight?
I'm sorry?
Either you fellers ever been in a fight?
I have no idea what you're referring to, and I don't know why that's even relevant.
I'm about to show you why it's relevant.
Well, if you would tell me, I would appreciate it.
All I know is I got about a pound of diarrhea.
From what?
From Poundcake. And I'm wondering if either of you ever had a pounding.
When did you get the cake, and are you sure this is the right place?
Poundcake man? I'm not sure how many of those I ever heard of before.
What did you order?
Poundcake. A bunch of it. About 30 pound cakes for me and my colleagues and my family. And everybody's got the shits.
No, then we have not had any orders for 30 Poundcakes. You must have somebody else, because we have not made an order that big for anybody.
You guys ever heard of fella named Alex Bennett? They hung up. I gotta call back.
What?
You guys, would you say Alex Bennett is a practical joker?
I'm sorry?
Would you say Alex Bennett is a practical joker?
What does that have anything to do with this? Is this a prank?
Your buddy, Alex Bennett, thought this would be hilarious. You're on a prank call live show. You're on TV right now.
I'm on fucking TV right now?
That's right.
Fuck you.
Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. Look, I'm going to have to call back and apologize. Goodness gracious.
What?
Look, man, you're on a prank call with Julian Smith. Your buddy thought this would be funny.
Julian Smith?
That's right.
Like hot Kool-Aid Julian Smith?
That's right. You're on a live stream right now. I'm sorry I got your heart racing. It wasn't me. I think it's your brother. He told me to do this.
Yeah, that's my brother. I'm like,
are you okay?
Here, like, you're talking about, yeah, like, I'm all right, but like, I get a phone call from someone like talking about like our family business, and they're like, what are you prepared to do about that? Like, Jesus, man, I'm freaking out over here. I'm like trying in the middle of opening a restaurant and shit. Oh, God.
Oh, man.
Oh, I'm sorry for the hostility, but shit.
Yeah, I'm sorry to get your heart racing. I'm the ass here, not you. Don't be sorry. I'm sorry. But
no,
your brother, don't kill him. He seems like a good guy. He thought this would be really funny.
He's a great dude. He's one of my best friends in the world.
We couldn't, when he sent all this information, we could not call you. So I hope you see the humor in it and you're not too mad at me.
No, I totally understand. I'm just like,
you're a good sport. Sorry to get you.
My brain. Where did y'all get my personal number? Jesus.
Sorry to get your heart rate up, but hey, maybe you don't have to exercise today now. Maybe that was your cardio for the day.
So wait, so you're Julian Smith?
That's right. You're on a live stream right now.
Dude, I just want to say I've been a huge fan of yours for years.
Man, I appreciate that. I hope this hasn't changed anything for you.
No, not at all. Like this is great. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, if I get to like talk to Julian Smith, this is pretty cool. So.
Oh, well, I'm glad to know. That makes me feel a little bit safer doing this. I was admittedly a little nervous to call you back and reveal who this was. So I'm glad that we got this ending. Thanks for being a good sport. Take care.
All right, man. You have a good one.
Good luck. Wow, that one admittedly got my heart rate up a little bit. I got a little nervous. I was kind of scared to tell him who I was. Boy, I'm glad that resolved. Whew. Okay, so I'm gonna do one more probably. This one seems really funny. This one won't get too hostile. This one might be a little sensitive though. This one, let me pull up the information. We're gonna be pranking a woman who works at a church. She leads the youth group choir at a church, and the kids in the choir are not good at all. They're tone deaf. It's like her biggest challenge in leading this church choir is that these kids have no musical talent. They're tone deaf, and it's gotten so bad, apparently, according to this information we have, that it's gotten so bad that the choir no longer sings out front. So this woman has to sing out front, and they put the choir in the back, and they turn them down. And then it's basically just the woman with a horrible backing choir that's turned way down. And she's been trying to figure out how to deal with this kids choir, and apparently it's become a topic of conversation at the church, just how bad these kids are at singing. So I don't know what's going to come of this, but we're going to just give me a second to digest this information, and this might be the last call for the day. Do a Southern Baptist voice. What's a Southern Baptist voice? I would say if there were one, it'd be Gerald Pritchard. Okay, give me 5 seconds. I'm going to digest this. I'm gonna need a second to wind down from that last call. My heart is pounding. My goodness, that one got me going. I need just a second. I'm not gonna be able to take in this information on this next call unless I have a second. I need I need to go. Will you guys stick around if I go take 60 seconds to stretch and walk around and clear my head and just step outside for some fresh air? Because this last call will not be as good if I don't take a short break. It won't be a long break, but will you stick around if I go take 60 seconds, step outside? Okay, great. Thank you guys. Give me 60 seconds. It'll be worth it. I'm just going to go get some fresh air, and I want this next one to be good. I don't want to be on edge. Coming right back. Okay. Thank you guys for letting me take that quick little break. Whew! That got heated. It got intense. Goodness gracious. 2 more calls? Yeah, maybe 2 more. We'll see. We'll see what we get into here. I do want to end on a great note. So, it's crazy to me that we had twice as many viewers on the last one we did during a weekday. Granted, it was at the end of a weekday, so people weren't working and stuff. Go away, I'm getting phone calls. I thought for sure we'd have more people on a weekend. Okay, here we go. We're going to be calling Victoria. Victoria is currently tasked with starting a youth worship team at her church, like the music band, but the kids are utterly tone deaf. Victoria has had to do the heavy lifting and sing lead with the kids backing her, but the kids still sound really bad. They have played once already. So we're gonna call in, and I want to be delicate because we're talking about somebody. I mean, she's doing some charitable work here. Assuming she's not being paid for this work with these kids, so we don't want to depress her. But it's gonna be a fine line between complimenting her, I feel, for her efforts, but just making it all about the kids, and maybe providing some ridiculous ideas of how to fix the problem and see how long we can keep her going. Okay, we're going to call right now. Suggest castration. That might be a little much. These are kids. We're talking about a church-going woman dealing with kids. I think she might be onto us that it's a joke if we go that far. So far as to suggest castration, that is. Okay, here we go. We're dialing. Whew.
Hello.
Hello, is this Victoria?
This is Victoria.
Hi, Victoria. My name's Gerald Pritchard. I don't know if you know me from your church. Gerald Pritchard.
Gerald Pritchard. Doesn't ring a bell. I'm sorry, but I'm also very bad with names.
It's okay. You got a lot going on. You're a busy woman, I understand. I'm calling, it's now a bad time to talk about your new youth group choir.
Oh, youth group choir.
Yeah, gotta be honest, my wife and I, enjoy coming to the church, and we really admire what you're doing for these kids. However, we understand there's a growing concern, about the lack of talent these kids have. Seems like they get pretty tone deaf.
Tone deaf?
Yeah.
Are you saying the Church at the Crossing youth group band, maybe? Because I do help with that, but I don't help with the youth choir.
That's what I mean. Those kids that are singing with you when you're up there singing, and the kids are behind you, and they're singing. You sing great. You're singing. We admire. Like I said, we admire what you're doing. But every time we hear those kids in the background singing, we just can't get into the flow of the songs.
Yeah, well, we're working on that. A few of them don't acknowledge they acknowledge that they don't sing, which is fine. But
Just,
Do you have any questions about that or
Yeah.
concerns about?
Could you turn them down a little more next time in the mix?
I can definitely ask the sound booth if they can get that accomplished.
Maybe just turn them off, so we see them up there singing, but we don't have to hear them. We can just hear your voice.
Oh, they'd probably like that. They can be a little bashful. No, we're trying to build up some skills for them, see if we can teach them some harmonies and things like that.
What about getting one of them auto tuners and just auto tuning the kids?
Yeah, well, if you know of any donors who'd be interested in putting some funds towards that, we'd definitely be really interested.
Oh, so you'd be open to auto tuning them kids, huh?
It's possible. It's possible. I'll have to look into it. I'm not really on the tech side of things.
Yeah. What about being a little more scrutinizing about who you got up there singing in that mic? I mean, I know that I'm not the only one having trouble getting into the music when the band's playing. I mean, don't you think it's a problem if people are distracted by horrible singing?
Gerald, what grade are you in?
I'm not
youth group.
I'm not in the youth group. I'm an older feller.
Oh, are you one of the adult leaders that help with the youth group? We've never really performed in front of the full church, so I'm just curious how you've gotten to see us perform and do our worship sets.
My wife and I are very committed members. We've been there for since the beginning, and so we're very familiar with the goings on of the entire church. We have grandkids in the youth group and whatnot. We've been there a long time.
Oh, that's excellent. Well, you might be very well connected. I'm pretty new to Church at the Crossing, so if you know of any youth group members who are musically inclined or who have maybe some involvement in theater or choir, send them my way. I'd love to see if they'd be willing to help out. Right now, I'm just really grateful for the students who are giving their time and a lot of energy and effort, even if they aren't self-professed singers. So they're the ones who are really stepping up right now to help. But if you have any ideas, I would love to have them sent my way. Maybe I could reach out to them.
I guess I just think that, what if the preacher weren't so good? Would we still let the preacher get up there and speak even if he was no good?
Well, I sure wouldn't. I don't think a lot of people would enjoy that, huh?
Yeah, I don't think we'd have much of a church if we did that.
Yeah, you're very right about that. Yeah, we're looking for people who both have talent and devotion to what they do. A lot of the other kids just aren't really interested right now, so we're working with what we got, and even if those kids don't sound the best right now, they're making a joyful noise, so if you want to send anyone our way, it'd be much appreciated. American
Idol wouldn't have a show if Simon Cowell didn't tell those people just how bad they were.
Yeah, you're so right about that. You go, it's got Randy up there. It's a no for me, dog.
You think people would watch that show if they just told everybody they were happy they were contributing?
Yeah, no, I don't think people would.
Yeah.
I think in a church that's different, though.
I'm concerned for the church. That's the reason for my call.
Yeah, well, your concerns have definitely been noted. I can follow up with my team and let you know that they called and see if we can come up with any ideas there. You said you had grandkids in the youth group?
Maybe an exorcism would help with the kids. Maybe they need an exorcism.
They're not quite.
I'm not joking. It ain't funny. I don't think... You're laughing. You're the only one laughing.
Sorry, Gerald. The kids are so eager, and they do need a lot of work. I completely agree with you there.
You think the Lord appreciates that ruckus up there?
The ruckus up there? I think he does, actually. I think he sees the sincerity of their hearts and appreciates that they're willing to serve. And I appreciate that of them. And, maybe not all of them are gifted in the same way, but they've got a lot of potential. Everybody's got to start somewhere, right?
I think it'd be better if there were a pack of wild wolves up there howling.
Oh, man, I'm sorry you think that way.
Well, I'm just concerned about the church, We've been going a long time.
Of course. Yeah, well, as you know, right now the church is kind of in a time of rebuilding because of COVID. They haven't had worship in a few years, so we definitely want to make sure that they
are understanding worship even is, because some of those students, they don't even know what to do when the music starts, and they're looking around and they're confused because they just haven't been in that setting for so long. So we're kind of building it from the ground up, honestly. We can use all the help we can get.
Yeah, well, your brother, Luke Lawson, might need all the help he can get. Would you say he's a practical joker?
Yes, I would.
Well, he put you up to this.
What's this?
You're on a live stream. We're prank calling people. This is Julian Smith. You ever heard of Julian Smith?
I have.
Well, you're talking to him.
Seriously?
Talking to Julian Smith. You're on a live stream.
Oh my gosh, I completely recognize your voice.
You didn't recognize my
You
voice?
made this for me?
Of course. Yeah, we pranked this for you.
Oh my gosh.
Your brother's watching you right now. We're on a live stream. We got a couple hundred people watching this, and he thought this would be hilarious. You're a good sport.
Big tell Luke he's a stinker.
Well, he heard it.
He's a big fan.
I appreciate it. I think it's I think it's great what you're doing with the kids. Keep up the good work.
Thank you. Hey, I hope you're doing well. It's been a while since I've heard some stuff from you.
Yeah, doing great. I come and go from YouTube, but it's life. Keep it interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
Take care of yourself. Keep up the good work. Thanks for being a good sport.
Thanks. Have a good one, Julian.
You too. Bye. Okay, you guys asked for one more. Let me see if I can find one more worth doing here. Actually, I think there is one more worth doing. Yeah, there's one more worth doing for sure. Just give me a second to sift through these. There's actually a few golden ones in here we haven't gotten to yet. We've got a middle school teacher who's dealing with kids sharing Adderall. We've got a rental car that was returned with a flat tire. We've got a bathroom remodel gone wrong. I'm leaning towards this bathroom remodel one. There's a lot of information here. It could be really funny. Yeah, give me a second to look at the bathroom one. This is so ridiculous. I see that question from Ryan. No, I have not received, that I know of, I have not received more information from the girl in China. I need to check up on that. We stopped doing the emails, the email submissions, so I haven't honestly checked, but I didn't see it come in time last time, so. I see some chatter about people who've put their buddies up to this that run businesses, like we just did with the Poundcake company. I hope everybody knows, and this message goes to the people we're pranking too. Like, I'm totally the ass here, so I hope. I'm glad to hear some resolve and some relief from the people at the end of the calls, but I understand people are concerned about their businesses, of course. It's part of the fun of pranking people. When it's their business, they have incentives to stay on the phone. Joke's on me. Okay, I'm still looking at this. Just bear with me, chat. Hey, chat, is Marshall Lemming in the chat watching? If so, I have a question about your submission, your buddy Robert. If you're in the chat, will you say here or just make it clear that you're here? I'm wondering if Robert goes by Robert when he's doing business or if he goes by Bobby. You said he goes by Bobby, but I'm wondering if with his clients he goes by Robert. So, okay, great. Marshall, does he tell his clients his name is Robert? Or does he go by Bobby to his clients? Do you know? Bobby. Okay. Good to know. Thank you for that. We're going to prank Bobby right now. Okay, so Bobby runs a renovation company for some very, it sounds like some very affluent clientele. He does some fancy renovations, it sounds like. And I'm going to be calling as Gerald Pritchard. And I'm going to say that my toilet has backed up, and we went on vacation and came back, and there was just Category 3 water all over the place. I believe it's Category 3 that I'm talking. It's either Category 2 or Category 3. Let me just do a quick Google to make sure I get my facts straight. Category 3 water. I think that's water with bodily contaminants. Yeah, it's Category 3. Category 3 water. Whoops. Okay. Where is the... Uh-oh. I clicked out of my stream feed, guys. Bear with me. I'm sorry. Amateur move. Clicking around too much. I gotta get back to the chat. I can't see anything you're saying right now. Stand by. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I know. I see everybody saying I should get a tablet. I probably should. Okay. All right, Bobby, I hope you don't hate me after this one. We're going to get your heart racing a little bit. Guys, poop doesn't come out of bidets. Do you even know how a bidet works? That's not how a bidet works. You don't put anything into a bidet. It's like a sink for your butt. That should be on a t-shirt. Bidets are like a sink for your butt. I see. You're joking. Well, yeah. I guess I'm not gonna use that one because I think it's not believable. He'll know it's a joke right away. Okay. Let's see here. Got his number. Thanks for bearing with me. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is this Bobby?
Hey, yes, who is this that I'm speaking with?
Hi, Bobby. This is Gerald Pritchard. You did a bathroom renovation for me a few months back. You did a wonderful renovation. It's beautiful. My wife and I went on vacation shortly thereafter, and we came back to a huge mess. Our toilet had backed up, and we unfortunately got Category 3 water all over the place. We got poop everywhere.
So, wait, I'm so sorry. What was your name again? Just so I can try to remember your project better?
Gerald Pritchard.
Okay. How do I spell your last name there? Sorry.
Just like it sounds. Pricchard. And I'm wondering, you're insured, right? You're prepared. What do you propose we do about this? This is gonna be a mess. It already is a mess.
Well,
it's gonna be a mess on paper.
Well, yeah. Well, Gerald Pritchard. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to recall which project. And that would be most likely through my company.
I'm gonna come down there and get a check. I want to come down there and get a check from you today, or you and I are gonna square off.
Yeah. I mean, I was gonna say you probably have to contact my company. I don't think squaring off is gonna be the best way to solve anything.
You know what Category 3 water means?
I'm not entirely sure now. I apologize.
What kind of guy does bathroom renovations and doesn't know what Category 3 water means? That's talking about contaminated water. It's as bad as it gets. It's all over my house.
Okay. And are you sure that I'm the one that did your renovation?
You're Bobby. And I got your number on my receipt, my bill of order. You were the one doing my renovation. I recognize your voice. And I'm wondering if you ever prepared to pay for this. And if not, I'm wondering if you're a fighting kind of guy. Maybe we can settle this the old-fashioned way.
I mean,
are you laughing, boy? Are you laughing at me, boy?
What's that?
Are you laughing at me, boy?
No, I'm not laughing. I'm just trying to recall your project.
Where are you at right now? Maybe I'll come find you.
Yeah.
Size you up. Maybe I'll come size you up.
I mean, that's how you want to do things. I can't quite oblige.
Where I'm from, if somebody's not prepared to pay for what they done, we settle this with a good old-fashioned duel.
Good old-fashioned duel?
You ever been punched in the face?
Yeah, I reckon. I was going to say, so...
You know what it tastes like on the inside of your nose?
I know things don't taste too good, yeah.
I'm about to show you what it tastes like on the inside of your nose.
Yeah. Well, I can't imagine. I'm not finding the details of your project here.
You mean you don't keep records on your clientele? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No, No, I'm just saying I'm not finding your. I'm just trying to remember myself then, which project this would have been. I've never had an issue anywhere close to anything like that ever. So.
I got a cat named Boots because it's got white paws and it's walking around in Category 3 water and it doesn't even look like it's got boots anymore. It's just black all over. I got a cat walking around in my poop.
Man, you got to be pulling my leg here, huh? I mean, I can't.
You think this is funny, boy? You keep dismissing me, and we're gonna have a real conundrum on our hands.
I mean, I just not quite sure how to get the grievances here if you. If I can't find information about your project. If you can't, do you have a project number for me or an address I can look you up at?
I'm not going to give you my address. I want to know the address where you're at so I can come size you up. Maybe I'll give you a good old-fashioned factory reset. You laugh at me one more time, boy. I dare you.
I'm just saying. I mean, factory reset is quite a way to say that is all. Well, hey, I mean, I'm working on the project right now. If I can't find details on your project, I can't tell you anything there. You can reach out to the company, though. You know my company name, of course, right?
Of course. Look, boy. Let's get physical.
You know, all right, man. I don't know. I don't. This is obviously, you obviously got to be joking around here. So
you tell me I'm joking one more time, and I'm going to tell you all about Marshall Lemming.
Yeah. Yeah, like that.
What have I told you? What have I told you? You're on a prank call live stream with Julian Smith.
Oh yeah, man. That would be pretty funny. I could believe that. That's for sure. Coming from Marshall.
We got about. This is Julian. You got about a couple hundred people or so watching you here.
Oh yeah.
Your buddy Marshall Lemming put you up to this. He thought it'd be funny.
Hey, that sounds like something Marshall might do.
You're very professional, sir. You were a good sport.
Hey, I do my best, so. Well, hey, brighten my day up a little bit.
Good. Well, yeah, where do we go from here?
What's up?
I said, where do we go from here? I just threatened to beat you up.
Yeah, I know. My favorite part is when you said let's get physical. Yeah, I imagine you had to get something else.
The chat was telling me to say, let's get physicals. It's a quote from one of my videos, but I thought that might be too much. So, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Thanks for being a good sport. You have a great day. Take care of yourself. Good luck.
Hey, man, you too.
Oh, boy. Thanks, Marshall, for that great submission. There are so many more that I haven't even gotten to. Thank you guys for very thorough submissions. That was a lot of fun. My goodness. That was a lot of fun. Thanks for joining us on a beautiful Saturday. It's beautiful here. I'm not sure if it's beautiful where you are, but that was a couple hours well spent in my book. Hope you guys enjoyed that. If you want to put your friend up for a prank, we will do more of these streams. The link is in the video description. Be as thorough as you can in the Google form. The more information you send, the more likely it is we'll actually call the person. And yeah, remember to what were you supposed to remember to do? I can't remember what you were supposed to remember. Anyways, we'll wind it down. Join us tomorrow, Anonymous Live. It's late at night, I know, and it's not everybody's cup of tea, but, it's not that late. Also, we got one of our mods is in London. It's like middle of the night for them, and he makes every freaking stream. So you got no excuses unless you're just a pansy. Join us for Anonymous Live, where I'm going to send Gerald Pritchard to your front door. That's how we're going to do it. It's very different than these goofy streams and the videos you might be used to from the past, but it's not supposed to be entertainment. So consider joining us and supporting some people with unbelievable stories. It's a really special thing. Thanks for joining us here, and thanks to our mods. Looks like today we have Deanna Krebs, Jake Cooper, and wow, looks like it's just you two today. And thanks to all the viewers who provided ammo during the calls. That was a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a great weekend.